There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for the offense. The give from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Rides to the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Such a big decision early in the game. When you're opening drive, 3rd and short, you run it, you don't pick it up, and now you're just inches away from getting it. I'm not going to be surprised, guys, if they decide to run it here again.
And the Volunteers will... Oh, the fake! They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. They tried to catch him.
Ain't no fucking way drop. At least put a real nigga there. You got that fucking lineman at fullback in your depth chart.
Coach trying to reach into the bag of tricks on a fake punt, but the defense was expecting it. And we've got a change of possession.
Ain't like on fool.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Going to the ground. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. The Gamecocks in the hurry up.
Damn. Huh?
They'll give it to him again. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Quarterback checking off. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
On second down, just keeps firing. That's caught. It's Burger. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll try to get it through the air. He's right on target. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run it from the gun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Let's see what they do on third down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
He's spot line with it.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll go to the ground. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. From the gun, the ground game. Across the 25, he's got room. Running toward the tape. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Burt. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. The score, South Carolina 14, Tennessee 3.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Here's the handoff. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Finds his big tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Adams. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking to pass.
BigCap.
Intercepted. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Oh, we missed the
Pass
touch.
to 45. They make
That's
the
on me.
stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. The snap sets up to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Oh, damn.
Touchdown ball! A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what,
Let's
that
get
passing
that knock
touchdown,
out,
man,
that's the issue.
this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop
over there
going
for the
to
knockout.
get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Ron.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Fighting off the defender. Still running at the 40. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his...
Deep shot for the end zone.
Oh,
And it was worth
God,
for a
bro.
check away, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oh,
You know,
dead.
as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that play.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snap in the shotgun. On target. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 2nd down.
Good shit.
Gamecocks. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Fair catch called for and made. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on 1st down.
Bro, how corny is that?
And he's got it inside.
Yeah, this shit is so lame, man. Come on, bro, this nigga came right here and ran 4 verticals, and I look like an even dummy for letting that shit happen. Back the nigga up, and he runs down immediately.
It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot.
Make this nigga earn something.
Now you put yourself in a position Go make some things happen. Force some turnovers. Play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our
That shit,
halftime update.
that's how niggas lose games right there. Look at that. And I got the ball. Say if I score right
The
here.
Volunteers
Man,
will
we've been
put it
over.
away to start the second half.
Bad business right there, man.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter. Oh, look out. There he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Line getting set on second down. Hand off from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down.
I can't change no damn body.
He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He throws one to the left.
That's a good
And it's
pick. I'll take
intercepted.
that.
A
I don't mind that
turnover
pick. Caught the
And
punt
he will
anyway.
step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. Third down, you're taking a deep shot. Because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
The give to the tailback. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback will audible. He's looking for a man on 2nd down.
Oh, pick that.
It'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last
Stay
time,
outside.
Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down. The
some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going and help around him a little bit with the system.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down.
Bro, they gotta let me anything.
From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets
Like,
it go.
come on, man.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down.
Any
This offense
route
just has
helps.
to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he throws, and
Ah, we got a block, fellas. He ran into the next level.
Decide to be aggressive, try to throw
And
it
then,
down
oh,
the field.
good
Receiver,
defense.
quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
The offense set for a 1st down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A low line drive and not his best work.
Look at the bitch on the run. Oh, wow. They gave me a fair catch.
Just shy of the 30.
This is some bullshit. We should have been catching that on the run for 6. Oh, my God. That boy about to haul ass just now.
They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
The corners are walked up tight. He's got it again. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's got it. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn.
A big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, South Carolina 28, Tennessee 16.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Give to the running back. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
He's brought down.
Man, that big nigga was moving fast. Who the fuck is that?
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Oh, stiff arm this nigga, bro. You got platinum stiff arm, bro.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
Man, I can't throw the fucking RPO, and then you got a question mark on this fucking head.
Defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, South Carolina.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Oh, you fucked it up, Drop. You did everything right. Because that slant was wide open. That's why I should have threw the ball to him, but I didn't know he was going to actually run the slant.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out.
The slant fucked him up. Made him second guess, but you had it. You had everything right. That damn crowd, man. My nigga wasn't on no slant like I thought he was. He ran it, though.
Yeah. Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. They're trailing by 10 to Rutgers. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires one high and deep.
Come on, bro.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Oh, wow. Don't give me that penalty.
The pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. What are you doing? 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense.
I thought he was trying to cut back his side on it.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Now from inside the red zone. He wants it all.
Man,
He's got it in the end
that's on me, though. I need to make that play with my hook. But damn, nigga, you been sitting there.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Off the play fake on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Oh.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They move the tight end all over. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all.
Yep.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now
Get
it's
the
4th
fuck
down.
out of here, yo.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We gotta be really, really good. This
Yeah, this
offense
nigga
not
dropped
good on this
fucked up
third
with the
down.
user, bro. Thought he had me.
Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field.
You trying to kiss me? Oh, I know what you're trying to do. You just staring at my face.
Slips through the line.
I can't hear you.
Got it out of bounds, but not before a
Yeah.
50 return on
See?
that one.
See what I'm saying? Sure am. Let's get this nigga off the hook,
Tennessee
bro.
ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Quarterback checking off. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
Here we go. Longer.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. They get
Oh.
to him as he throws.
Oh, so you mean I ain't got no purple over there, bro?
Before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work
Oh,
left
shit.
ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Wants to go up top.
Kick it,
He
man.
was drilled just
Should've
as he
been a
released the
damn
pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't quite.
They'll challenge a play for you if it's challengeable.
As he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't.
And it looks as
Yeah,
if
man,
they
so yeah,
buzzed down.
challenge for you.
Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Oh, there you go, touchdown.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
Need 2 first downs, fellas.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
And the Gamecocks inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll be ready to lose over that. That's a bad set of play calls. No, missed the last one.
Possible for their offense. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Adams. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pressure coming. He's taking a deep shot.
Fellas. Just seal the deal defense.
Takes it the other way.
Should be line.
He's at the 40, the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
My fault, fellas. Bad
We've
play
seen this
call,
defense
man.
make
Shit,
plays
that
time and
shouldn't
time
have been
again in this
close.
game.
That's
They
on
may
me.
have just sealed it with that takeaway.
A first down for the offense. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Touch pass on the right. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Offense set on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Here's a throw downfield late.
Yeah, what kind of cheese you running, drop?
Incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Alright, yo, what you doing?
Get caught napping there in this situation. You know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what
This nigga
defense
cheesing,
am I going
yo.
to call? I'm going to keep some
Let me send the playback. I need to see that. He cheesy.
Understanding they're down, they're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
Damn.
Trying to get to it.
What type of
It is
shit? Fuck. What kind of
incomplete,
shit
and
he
now there
got?
are 4 seconds remaining.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. With jet sweep pass. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet.
Still my son, boy.
There.
He's still my son, even after some time off, baby.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring
Another
game, and it certainly
Rocky
delivered.
top.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up
Man,
and
what's
down the
79?
field. Seemingly it will. Throwing the
Should
ball,
not
running
stop
the
the
ball.
run
But
ass.
David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
105, gotta be better. Gotta be better. It's okay, we ran for 2. No, I gotta be better though. Gotta be better. I can't run like that. Get out with it like that. You gotta look better than that.